Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna be doing an updo on Mary here, and I told you in a previous video that I would be showing you exactly how I'm gonna do it. Now, I'm gonna be doing voiceovers for majority of it, so just stay tuned. But just so you know, I have her hair sectioned off in a mohawk type fashion all the way down the middle and going to about the high point of her brow and the front hairline. So you guys can see from the nape area, I have this section off. We're gonna do something spectacular here in the middle, and I'm actually adding in some hair extensions with these twists. So if you're wanting to know more on how I'm adding in these hair extensions, just give me a thumbs up, let me know it in the drop box down below, and that way I can kind of get that together for you. So on the side, I've started on these twists in here, which I'll bring you a little bit closer so you can see. I'm struggling with my camera today. So I'm going ahead and doing these twists here, and in the back I'm adding in hair just from the end of the twist on. Up front I'll go ahead and add them in towards the front there, so we'll have like a slightly darker look, a slightly lighter look up front. And this is to add in a bit of the lighter color as well as her current color in here, or at least as close as we could find to her current color. So I've started off her twist heading up this way, adding in that hair at the end of them, and then we're going to use those for a very intricate looking updo. So stay tuned. I'm gonna do voiceovers for all the rest of it because it's hot in here and I'm getting long-winded and it's a bit too much. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to continue these twists down the back of the head just like a standard 2-strand flat twist. If you didn't catch a tutorial for that, check it out in my last video, which was how to do flat twists. As you can see here, I'm adding in some of this extension hair, and I'm just going to gradually twist this hair in with each of the strands and then just allow it to cross right on over as I'm twisting, and it just kind of helps to anchor it in place before I really start to continue that twist along pattern. I'm gonna go ahead and speed up some because from here a twist is a twist. If you are wanting me to go ahead and do more detail on this, let me know in the comment box down below and I'll do a detailed tutorial on how to add in hair with the twists. So I'm continuing this process all the way down this section of hair, and then from here I'm going to go ahead and move all the way forward to the front section. So we finished this back portion of the head here, and then from there I'm going to do all the way up to the front on this side. Once I have completed doing that all the way up to the front, you guys can see how I added it in closer to the front up here. I'm going to go ahead and begin on the opposite side. So we went from adding it in just at the ends all the way up to the front and just kind of gradually add it in. Okay, GlamFam, so I have twisted up this side here, and I do have the hair added in for the added length and color. I've done the same thing on the other side over here. So now all I have is this mohawk section in the middle, and I'm actually gonna do these similar to kinky twists in through here. They're gonna be a little bit lazy though, so I'm not gonna worry as much about anchoring because really it's gonna create foundation, but it's not really going to be something that's intended for long wear. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this portion down and start doing that, and I'll let you see a bit of that, and I'll go ahead and zoom to the end. Okay, so on this portion I have it basically like box braids, but I'm just sectioning off square-like sections, and I'm adding in the extensions the same method I did earlier. This is not the way I do kinky twists because kinky twists have to be anchored in a bit better. This is meant to be filler, so I don't want to waste a ton of time trying to anchor them in when they're really not intended for long wear. So I'm going to go ahead and begin this twist like this, twisting it all the way down past her hair, and I'm going to go ahead and do it like box braids, which means I'm going to brick lay it. So if I place one section there, I'm going to actually part down the middle so the next two fall off to the sides instead of directly on top. This will help to give more of an illusion of fullness to this hair and really make sure the center of that section is nice and thick looking. Alright you guys, so on here I went ahead, I twisted the sides like I showed you guys earlier. Down the middle we have these individual twists that are similar to kinky twists, and they're pretty chunky. Like I said, I just need them as filler more than anything else. Of course, twists on the other side as well. So now I'm going to go ahead and get through the process of twisting this hair up into the actual style. So as you guys can see, it can be a little tedious, especially if you're not a very experienced twister. So don't bite off more than you can chew with this. Start off with something more modest and work your way up. Alright, so I'm going to start by having Mary tilt her head forward from me, and then we're going to get into working from there. I'm going to go back into voiceovers because Let's be real, ain't nobody got time for this. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to begin by taking each of the strands that I twisted on the sides and just beginning to crisscross them all the way up the back of the head. I'm just going to hold them into the center because as you begin to crisscross and you continue that on, the twists will kind of hold themselves in place. So you don't need like a ton of pins and things, which is great because who needs pins adjusting themselves, stabbing you in the scalp, giving you tetanus, SARS, bird flu, anthrax, West Nile, diarrhea, gangrene, malaria, and Lord knows what else. We just want to go ahead and get this up here looking really nice. So you guys can see I'm crisscrossing sort of like a fishtail, but not quite because I'm not doing two strands. It's just literally cross one over the other all the way up her head. It gives a nice kind of basket woven effect to it. So once I get up to the top, I'm going to actually take a few strands and I'm going to tie it like a shoelace just one time. Don't try to double knot it and all that. It's not that serious. And it's just going to help to hold everything nice and secure there. From there, I'm going to take this top section here. I'm going to create a pompadour. So I'm going to do a little twist and then I'm going to twist these ends. Look how regal she's looking already. Yah, slay Mary. You look bomb, girl. I know she's watching. You go ahead and get it, Mary. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take these ends here and tuck them into the back, using that hair to hold it down and just allowing it to secure it. And if you want to add a couple pins, you can, but they're really not necessary. Alright, you guys, so I've got Mary here. As you guys can see, we have it in a lovely natural updo. And I'm just going to give her a quick turn so you guys can kind of see all of the details. And then I'm going to let Mary have a look herself and see what she thinks. Hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what you think in the comment box down below, of course. And if you like this tutorial, give us a thumbs up. Okay, so take care, you guys, and until next time, stay glam. And as always, I'll see you later. Bye-bye.